why should someone never underestimate themselves? Or why should you not underestimate other people, right? It's essentially what we see around us is a play and display of this consciousness. Thoughts arise. Narayan was sleeping on a bed, right? Thoughts started coming and the whole world appeared. It's a thought, and that thought is coming from consciousness. And what thought could come to whom? It's not necessarily dependent on you. Today you might see a person and say, oh, this person is in this situation, they've not done this, or they're poor, or not well to do, or they don't have the skill, or they don't have that skill. All that stuff might happen, but you never know what thought may spark up in him or her and can take them to which direction. You never know that, right? And the universe gives us these glimpses. For example, all of a sudden someone wins a lottery and becomes a billionaire. It happens, right? And so when that happens, you're like, oh, that was luck. It's not luck, it's just consciousness telling you, wait a minute, anytime, anything could change, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is to realize that everything is anyway happening by consciousness. It's just one being that is creating this game. That being is like, we think we are responsible for our own state of position or power or skills that we have, right? You think you've done the hard work. You've worked hard and become a doctor. You've worked hard and become an engineer. You've worked hard and done X, Y, Z. But if you really look back in your life, right, and this will happen only if you have a meditative state of mind. If you really can look back at life, you'll see all those actions just happened. You had no choice. You had no choice but to do well in that exam. You wrote the exam, you had no choice but to study for that exam. It was part of you. Now you may say, but I studied for it. I had an option of seeing the movie or studying for the exam. So I did it. Who gave you that thought? Who gave you that thought at that moment that you must study and not see the movie? Who gave it? Oh, I was trained to be that way. I disciplined myself. Where did that discipline come from? Where did the training come from? It came from consciousness. It's that one being that gave you the thought and said, okay, Anuraag, right now study, don't see TV. It was that one thought at that time that came to you and said, oh, wait a minute, I should apply to this college and not apply to that college. It was that one thought that came up and said, you know what, you should hire Anuraag or not hire that other person. You see, all these things happened around me that got me to where I am. And similarly for you, similarly for anyone else. So that happening could change at any time for anybody else. So never underestimate someone. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please do share it with your friends, and I'm looking forward to your comments. So please give your comments below. Thank you.